On a Magical Do-Nothing Day by Beatrice Alemagna. For Francis, who sees the world to shine through stones, and for the tiny and the big mimosa. On a magical do-nothing day. Here we are again, me and Mom, in the same cabin, the same forest, the same rain. Dad back in the city. Mom sat at her desk, quietly writing, while I destroyed Martians. Actually, I was just pressing the same button over and over. I wish Dad were here. What about a break from your game? Mom growled. Is this going to be another day of doing nothing? She was right. There was nothing I wanted to do, except destroy Martians. She took the game out of my hands and hid it, as usual. I found it, as usual, and went outside, where I felt like everything in our garden was hiding from the rain. I held my game tightly. Maybe it would protect me from this boring, wet place. At the bottom of our path, I saw some flat rocks in the pond. The rocks were round and the heads of the Martians. I wanted to jump on them and crush them. Oh no, what did I do? My game fell in the pond. This could not be happening to me. I stuck my hand into the water to grab it. It was so icy cold, I screamed. Without my game, I had nothing to do. The rain felt like the rocks were hitting me. I was a small tree trapped inside a hurricane. Just then, there were 4 lights, and 4 huge snails appeared. Is there anything to do around here? I asked them. Yes, indeed, they told me. I reached out and touched their antennae, as soft as jello. It made me smile. So I followed them down a path and found dozens of mushrooms. The air was damp, and I knew the smell from when I was small. My grandparents' basement, my cave of treasures. I felt a sense that there was something special close by, that I was surrounded. I bent down and dug my fingers into the mud, where 1,000 seeds and pellets and kernels and grains and roots and berries touched my fingers and hands. An underground world full of treasures I could feel. I looked up at the sky. Sunbeams fell down through the giant strainer and blinded me. I thought I heard the beats of drums from far away, but that sound was my heart. I felt filled up with energy and began running fast, so fast I fell down the hill. And there at the bottom, everything was turned upside down. The whole world seemed brand new, as if it had been created right here in front of me. I climbed a tree and looked out as far as my eyes could see. I breathed in air until my lungs were bursting. I drank the raindrops like an animal would. I noticed bugs I'd never seen before. I talked to a bird. I made my biggest splash. Then I collected smooth stones as clear as glass and watched the world shining through them. Why hadn't I done these things before today? Soaked to the bones, I ran inside the house, took off my coat, and looked in the mirror. Oh, I thought I saw my dad smiling at me. My mother was there, still writing, but now she looked different, like one of the creatures outside. Oh, you're soaked. I'll dry you. She took a towel and brought me to the kitchen. I felt like giving her a big hug. I wanted to tell her what I had seen, felt, and tasted outside in the world. But I didn't. We just sat in the kitchen, looked at each other, and breathed in the delicious smell of our hot chocolate. That's it, all we did on this magical do-nothing day.